I'm letting it dry on its own. Don't judge me. You can judge me when it's not so bushy. I feel like a Sam Squatch. So I'm going to put it up because I ain't going to burn nothing while this is flying around like a feather duster in hell. Nope. What is everyone at? Glitter bombs, buzz. Thanks for coming in. I got a new sweater on today. It's a little different. It's a little hard to wear. If you ask me. Just the collar is weird and the shirt's weird. Yeah, I don't have it on right. That's why. I wasn't feeling it. There's a big old string choking me out. I thought it was a shirt. Now it's better. Holy shit. I really thought that was ridiculous. A simple thing like a hanger tag will choke you out, Bob. Don't trust your shirts. Don't trust your shirts. I used to cut all of those things off my clothes. Years ago, when I'd get clothes, I would just cut every tag off so it wouldn't get in my way. I was writing all over it. And now I don't. So I just put them in my clothes. Now I knows why I did that years ago. How's it going, boys? What are y'all at? Good morning. And now that this is tightly wound up into my head, I can begin to burn something. I'm here contemplating my bud, but I don't think it's ready. I've been burping it every day for like a week. It's been dried. Now it's starting to lose its smell. I'm like, now it's not so pretty. It don't smell all piney and shit. I'm like, it's Bacardi weed or bunk weed. I'm like, no. But I do have a bowl, and you know this fool. Hey. Oh, and I'm out of tea. And I got no honey. And I mean, it's hard to price it because one day it's $15 and the next day it's $25. I has a hard time paying $20 for a bottle of honey, all right? Like, that's a fucking pizza. Honest. It is. It's a whole large pizza with the sauce. Yeah. No shit. Smoke it. Oh, sorry. I can smoke my bud? Can I really? Well, as soon as this bowl's gone, that's what's going in it. How the heck did you manage that? That's decent. You can freeze pizza, right? Pizza warms up real good frozen. Thaw it out right. Throw it in the oven and not the microwave. I like frying mine in a pan, like putting it in a pan and actually crisping up the bottom, and then putting a lid on it and melting the cheese on top. Fucking good. I know how to cook pizza left over. It's no sweat. But it's cabbage soup again for squirrels because it's delicious and nutritious. It's like vegetable soup. Nice. I'm talking to Frozen Delicios. Still, they're like $7.50, $8 a piece. Some of them are $10. I'm like, dude, it's store pizza. Don't tell me it's almost the same as a fucking. Some of them are expensive. And the Delicios, I don't like their pepperoni because I'm not a fan of pepperoni for one. But it's salty, really salty pepperoni. My sister loves the stuffed crust Delicios. Now they're boss. When they're cooked correctly, they're a really good pizza. Stuffed crust Delicios. Not a friggin' fan of them myself because Delicios got a lot of extra salt. But I'm going to make my own homemade pizza out of the starter dough. And I'm going to do a pumpkin bread. And I'm going to do a pizza out of the dough. Because the dough is building, yeah? My dough every day. I'm putting a cup of flour in it and I'm stirring it up, and it's like smells like beer. So that's the yeast activating and eating it all up and making the air pockets. Yeah, there's air pockets in it. So I'm gonna make my own uh, fresh dough pizza. So I'll put my own instead of putting sauce on it from a can. I'm gonna make my fresh sauce out of the cherry tomatoes that Sharon sent me. She sent me a bunch of cherry tomatoes, so I'm gonna make a fresh sauce with some of my own sage and some basil and a little bit of onion, a little bit of deliciousness, just a touch for flavor. And then I'm gonna make a sauce, and I'm gonna put a lot of oregano in it, and then I'm gonna put garlic and butter in a little cup, and I'm gonna spread it all over the crust, and then I'm gonna bake it in the oven and pull it out, and it's gonna be herb and garlic bread, but it's not gonna be pizza because I'm not using cheese. It's not gonna be any cheese on it. I ain't got no cheese, and I'm not making cheese. I don't buy cheese anymore. I stopped buying cheese because it's a dairy product. And I don't do dairy anymore. I'm doing all right, except for the odd blizzard. Once a month, I does a blizzard, which is no harm. No harm at all. I enjoy it very much. I'm learning new techniques to ways of satisfying my body and my cravings because I can still have chocolate. It just has to be the dairy-free cocoa nibs, and they're delicious. Yeah, they are. They melt kind of like chocolate, just no dairy. Good for me. Just trying. Gonna try it anyway. Hey, hey, what are you at? Cheers, my dear. Welcome in. I'm here. I'm gonna give my girls a good feeding of food today. I have put them into bloom. I have put them into a dark closet with a clip fan and a prayer that they don't hermy on me and turn into female, male bitches. They're beautiful little ladies. And they're going to stay beautiful little ladies. Nobody's getting a seed here or I'm chopping it. And they know I'll cut it down. My girls know not to turn. Hey, what are you at, my dear? Good day. How's it going? I'm looking at my strawberries. My strawberry plant, all of it's like praying up. And usually it's like flat to the ground. But right now, today, it's like it's stretching to the sunlight. It's like, I'm going to get some sun today. And it's just a fake sunlight that's there, but it's still working. I told one sage plant, if it don't buck up, I'm cutting it. I did. I said, if you don't stop bending, because it bends. It's still growing, but it's got to bend like it falls. I'm like, you're too top heavy, grow, or I'm cutting you. The other one is fine. It's staying up. I've harvested one plant. Got a handful of sage out of it. I did. Like 9 leaves. Which I'm after using like 2. Delicious. Smelly. And my favorite smell of all is the tomato plant. And they look like they're thriving. They do. I got to switch to my other account. I want to build that one up. Okay, do it up, my dear. Do it up. I want to thank you all for being here. Appreciate it. For Monster Grows, Blind Neil, CSL, Newfoundland Drone Productions, Rain, welcome in again. Hey, hey, boys. What are y'all at today? I am grateful you're here. Grateful you're here. I was, again, getting my yoga on. I did yoga. I did wellness with Frugal Mama. I was like, I'm done. And I got online. I smoked a bowl with my friend, Mr. Disam. He's pretty cool. I got up on panel and smoked a bowl with him. And then I went and took a shower before I puddled here on the couch. Not a good scene. So, hey, cool. Smack that thumb in case you forgot with that second one. We knows it's you, but we likes the attention. The algorithm is happy with it. Maximum Impact Adventures. MIA. That's pretty cool. I never forgot. Cool. You got 2 likes. Nice. I got 2 people here and 6 likes. Ooh, I'm very, very cool. Yo. Hey, now, there you go. That's my lucky number 7. That's my actual life number, apparently. Any way you spell it. I did it without my middle name and with my middle name, and either way you put them all together, I get to number 7. That's fluky. That's magic. Because I don't have a middle name, really. It's all one. Hey. Cheers, Verm. Hope you're feeling better this morning. Got a shout out to Miss Potty Mouth Planner this morning. She sent me the tracking number and some sick plants and some cool prizes from the giveaway. There's going to be a vape pen in it and some plants with instructions. I can't wait. My first house plants. That's pretty decent. I'm excited. So I'm like gonna treat them like they're the babies now. So you're gonna have to like give me a minute. I mightn't show the attention. Hey. Cool. But these plants are gonna be like the babies. I'm gonna take good care of them, like make sure they got everything they need. I needs to pot them into a pot. First of all, number 1, they got to go into soil and a pot. So I gotta have a pot or 4 pots. I need 4 pots and 2 buckets because I want them orange trees up potted. They're getting tall. Them orange trees are like this big now. They're shooting up like a vine of. It almost reminds me of. Hey. Good morning, guys. Welcome in. I'm here today thinking and talking about the new plants that I won from a giveaway here on Potty Mouth Planters giveaway on Instagram. I've got my little garden going over here. I've got sage and basil and thyme, and there's strawberries in the back. I've got tomatoes in the back. There is 3 pots and 2 seedlings. And I mean pot, but that's okay too. That's legal here. I'm allowed to have 4 plants going. So I got in the back here in the peanut butter tub, as you can see, is a watermelon plant. Here in the amongst the greenery, there's 2 mandarin orange plants from seed. One sprouted, one didn't. They are growing up just lovely. And I harvested some sage yesterday. They're over here on my shelf, drying out. That's pretty cool, yeah? Hey, I also got a starter dough made for my It's called Pumpkin Palooza for Digging for Health. You knows them too, don't you? And Dale? I'm making a pumpkin bread. Not pumpkin spiced, but a pumpkin bread. Yes, there'll be a little spices. But I got my starter dough. This is 3.5 days. This will be the 4th day today. I gotta feed it again and give it a good stir. It smells like home. Yeah. So I gotta feed it again right now, actually, while it's out in the light. Might as well do it while you're here, boys. It's only giving it a cup every day. Be careful with your... I bought a new bag of flour because I don't eat whole or this stuff. I don't eat this stuff. I buy brown rice flour that I'm trying, and it's kind of sucking. It's gross. I don't like it. So I'm trying to find a healthier alternative to this stuff. And I can't seem to find it because I tried almond flour. That sucked holes too. Yeah. So I'm just throwing a bit in here, guys. You can eye things if you knows what you're doing. If you knows what you're doing. Just feed it a little water. Feed it a little. Feed it a little. And a drip of water. And make sure we stir it up good. This is going to be decent once it's done. So 5 days this is supposed to be. So after tomorrow, I can take it out and use it. And I'm only going to use half of it for the pumpkin bread. And I'm going to make myself a little flatbread pizza aioli without cheese. It's going to be a pizza, but it's going to be loaded with deliciousness. It'll be like a veggie flatbread that's not needing cheese. So what's in here now? Get all of it off the sides. I don't want to build it up and have a crispy spot. I don't want a crispy spot in my dough. So you got to make sure it's all incorporated so it stays like, it all goes like this and gets airy. So I scrape down off the edges so there's no crispy spots in my dough. And it's only a little bit of work, guys. You're only sitting there with it. It's not hurting your counter or nothing. It's out of your way. So now that that's all in, I'll give you a hell of a look. And now I'm going to squeeze it off because you waste not, want not. Clear off your thing. There's food here. There's food here. I'm not that much of a stickler for shit, but I will be a stickler over your bottom line, people. Just saying, it's a serving. Check that shit out. That's deliciousness. Smells like yeast, right? Because that's what it is in here, okay? I put in 1 package of yeast, 1 cup of warm water between 70 degrees. I sticks my finger in to feel if it's warm. You got to know when it's too hot and not too hot. You can't have it hot water because it's like it'll kill the yeast. And if it's not warm enough, it won't develop the yeast. Right now, it's like a monster is alive. It's alive. And I put it over here on the dark side of the cupboard. Out of sight, out of mind. You know. Yeah. And that's how I do that. My first starter dough in, I don't know, a good age or two. It's been a minute. Because I used to work in a restaurant where we did fresh dough daily. We didn't have a starter. We'd make our starter as we did our dough. We just worked the dough a little more, right? One of the first starters I've done in years. And I'm pretty proud of it because I'm totes my goats killing it. And I might win the Pumpkin Palooza, but I know that bread's going to be some fucking good. I knows it is. I knows it is. Sourdough pumpkin bread. Yes, I know. It sounds a little different, and I'm not sweetening it. I'm not making it like a dessert. It's going to be pumpkin-y. It's going to be savory, pumpkin-y deliciousness. Yes. And it'll all be documented. I'll do a good morning video saying, welcome to Squirrel World meets Pumpkin Palooza time. We're getting it on with the pumpkins, and I'll crank the can open. Well, I'll open it. I have it open because my can opener is wicked loud. I wouldn't do that to you. I really wouldn't do that to you. So, it is what it is. Right? Thanks for being here, boys. I just smoked. Now you're making me hungry. Oh, that dough is making me hungry because that's like, when I smell that dough, my stomach goes, ooh, because I haven't had that kind of like dough in a long time. It's been a long, hot minute for me. Sourdoughs are the bomb. Yes, they are. Yes, I have to say they are. I really do have to say they are. So I'm making a pumpkin sourdough bread. It's going to be delicious and nutritious because I'm going to make it nutritious. I'm going to actually, when the bread is done, I'm going to, I can't because I'm giving it away, isn't I? Okay, well, listen, maybe I can make a small bread, like a mini pumpkin bread. And it can be, I could eat the whole thing. Oh, that's a good idea. Oh, okay. I've made a new idea for the pumpkin bread. Because I do want to try it to see if it's not, because it gotta be tasty or I'm not putting it in. Right? Think about this, girls. This is not an excuse or a cheat moment, or I'm not even going to cheat anymore because it's not a point of cheating. It's a point of enjoying your day. It's a point of had that pumpkin sourdough bread. And yes, put a little freaking fruit on it or something. Put something on it. Put something on it that'll make it good. Put some bacon on it, a bit of mayonnaise, some lettuce. Make a BLT out of a. Okay, I have to stop. I'm not doing that. I'm not making a BLT out of a fucking pumpkin dough bread. Does pumpkin bread have cinnamon? No, not today. Not when I cooks it tomorrow. It won't. I hope not. But the pumpkin spices are cinnamon, nutmeg. Cinnamon sourdough sounds interesting too. Ooh, make it like a cinnamon sourdough monkey bread. Monkey bread is the easiest thing in the world. Just throw your things into balls. But no, those balls have to be 1.5 ounces each. And you have to weigh your dough. No. Each ball got to be 1.5 ounces. When you're doing it, you'll get used to doing it. And it's just like weighing up a draw. You knows what's in your hand. Same thing. No different. So it's gonna be delicious because I'm thinking about actually making some now, but it's not ready today. It's not ready today. Today I need to clear off an entire area so I can knead that dough. And that's gonna be probably over by the kettle. I'll just clean that whole thing off and just give her. It should be great. Split the top and put some butter on it. No, I got to split the top with a razor beforehand. Yes. Only I don't have a razor. I have a paring knife. I know it may tear a little. So I'm going to make the shape of a pumpkin onto the pumpkin shaped bread. I know. I'm a genius. I know I'm a genius. Now I want bacon, lettuce, tomato sandwich. Oh, that sounds delightful. What are sourdough towns like? Oh, they were fucking bad for you. Don't you try those. Don't you eat those. Those were like heart attack in a plate. It's a heart attack on a plate. That's what that is, my honey. Don't you eat that bad food. I can see you fucking putting an inch of grease in the pan and fucking dropping your dough. Fuck's sake. Yeah, no, that's like a donut, honey. You shouldn't have a donut. Okay. It's like a sourdough donut. It's really delicious once it's fried halfway each side. As soon as it's cooked in the middle, it's fucking perfect. Definitely, it's perfect. And now that I don't choke myself anymore, I kind of likes this sweater. I pulled up the sleeves, so it felt like it was choking me because the sleeves come up and it's like a cuff. Oh, I got it ruined now. Of course, I ruined the sweater. Oh, fuck. New to me sweater, I'll take it. Brand new to me, too. Oh, that's fancy. That's the nicest dreads I had in a while. I'm making cookies from Cake Mix. Oh, listen, the cookies from a cake mix, it's supposed to be good cookies if you throw in one can of soda. Try it. I'm not lying. It's bad for you, I know, because I don't drink soda anymore. Like, take a French vanilla cake mix from Betty Crocker and throw in a can of Diet Dr. Pepper or regular Dr. Pepper. Throw in a can of regular Dr. Pepper. Stir, stir, stir. Put it in on fucking, and it's cookies. They're cookies. They're perfect cookies. My kid makes cake cookies. Yes, yes. Good for them. Good for them. Cake cookies are awesome. Cake cookies are like, oh, you want something sweet, honey? You don't have to make a bang belly. You chop in a can of pop into the freaking cake. You're done. You don't even need a bowl. Put it in a bag. Mix it up right. You can do that. Huh. I know. Amazing. And just squeeze it out the bag. It's like, don't dirt up the bowl if you don't have to, buds. I know we're doing it wrong all these years. All these years, don't dirt up the bowl if you don't have to. I have a bowl that if you go above such a line, it's got a little crack in it. So if you're there and you got, like, I don't use soup, obviously, but if you're there washing your vegetables or something and you forget that you got the hole in it, is everywhere. The bowl's got like a little slit, and I'm like, how? And it's because something dropped on it and it went snap. And I was like, it's plastic. It should not snap like that. But I remember taking apart my thing over here yesterday. I sawed that down with a little bit of paring knife. I went very easy. I was like, oh, I'm very impressed with how easy it was to snap, snap, snap. And then when I went to turn it, I said, I'm going to have to melt the middle for it to snap. And I have to melt it somehow. And as I pulled it apart, it went, and it cracked. It shocked me. It was like a gunshot going off here in the fucking living room. I was like, oh my God. It's gonna break. And it broke. So I'm glad it broke easy. I am really glad it broke easy. Because it's like, I was like, I'm going to saw all this, or am I going to melt all this? And nope, it snapped. I was like, yes. And I'm trying not to snap my plants, but they're bent like this. And they're like, yo, unhook me. I'm trying to bend them back the other way, see? Because they were bent this way, so today I'll pull them this way. It'll work. If it don't work, I'll try again. I'm not going to try again. Hey. Girl, thank you for supporting me throughout my journey here. Today was a big accomplishment. I would drop my drawers as I was working out with you. I was like, oh shit. I had to pull them back up and tighten them up. Yes, I did. It was a good day. today was a very good day for that. Because I was like, we're here having fun, shaking our asses, making fun of ourselves. Because I make fun of myself. Because I'm like, whoa, I shake one way and move another, okay? So when I'm there shaking it one way and moving the other, I'm like, woohoo! And it's like, and I took my dolphins and I'm like, but the pants fell down. Yes, they did. Yes. Yes. It's very, very fun and productive. Like, I don't just, most of the rest of the day, I sit and wonder what to do with my paintings or my flowers. But I am at least moving myself. Pushing myself to do one more every day. One more of everything. And, well, not one more bite. Although yesterday, I had all my grapes. Because I was like, I had 4 frozen grapes in my hand. And I ate them. And then I went back and I ate like 8 more. So I had like 12 frozen grapes. Which is bad for me. Because they should have done me like 3 days. They should have done me 3 days. There's a lot of sugar in them, right? It's like candy. Frozen candy. It's good. So tomorrow I'm going to make pumpkin bread. And it's going to be good. And I'm going to make sure it's going to be delicious. So I'm going to try it. So I'm going to make a small pumpkin bread. And we're going to make a small flatbread out of that starter. Because that was only a small starter. It wasn't no big starter. I've added like 4 cups of flour now. So tomorrow will be the 5th cup of flour. So we're starting with 5 cups of flour, eaten with yeast and warm water and some sugar, little brown sugar. I use brown sugar because I'm making a sourdough. Some people use molasses, but I wasn't putting in the light molasses that I had because it's got chemicals in it. It's not the same, as the regular molasses. Grapes are good. Hey. Welcome in, Skywatcher Dennis. Wellness with Frugal Mama, Blind Neil, Maximum Impact Adventures. What are y'all at today? We got for Monster Grows, Blind Neil, Maximum Impact came in. And then I think he came in with a different one. And Dale Homestead came in. Thank you very much for coming in, my dear. It's good to see you here. Deadly. Newfoundland Drone Productions. We had Rain up in here. Thanks for coming in, my dear. It's good to see you too. That's it. Yeah, CSL. Nah, that's not it. That's not it. That's saving the best for last. No one is the best or the better. As long as we're together, we are all a community of hope. And speaking of hope, welcome in Miss Victoria from Hope Bus. Hey. Yo. I said I wasn't going to be on here long, so I am going to bounce up out of here. We are going to burn one in a minute. I'm going to boil the kettle, and I will message you as soon as my tea is poured. Thanks for coming in. Thanks for being here, guys. Thanks for making sure I get my lead out of my home and put it into something that's like building my brick house. Hey now, welcome in. Good to see you. I don't mean to shut it down on you, but I gotta bounce up out of here. We got a day to start. It's almost that time. It's good to see you here. Don't forget to share this out. Shout out. Squirrel's World is an artist. I'm going to be having another auction coming up at the end of this month. It's not going to be Halloween stuff. because Halloween will be over by then. But I am going to show you some spooky pieces that I will be doing for Halloween just for my house. It's cool. It's fun. It's a good day. I hope you have an awesome day. Definitely. It's 420, definitely. Love you, glitter bombs. Ah, thanks, my dear. Big old Luffy hug to ya. Good to see ya. Hey, your boys. Thanks for being here. I'm bouncing. I gotta make a tea.